tabs across the top will be dependent on the search components that are included in the order. Required fields will be highlighted with a red asterisk. However, if you have additional information on your candidate, it is helpful to include. Adding additional information, such as a middle name or middle initial, can be helpful in processing time on your order. Enter the candidate's first and last name. Entering the middle name or initial will help us match background data we find during the screening process to the candidate. If your order includes a criminal or civil search, the system will require you to enter the middle name or initial. Enter the date of birth, enter the candidate's current residential address. If the candidate indicates they would like a copy of the background report, click the checkbox to direct First Advantage to mail the copy of the report to the candidate's address. This is available for U.S. residents only. Based on your location or search components included in the order, the Social Security number may not be a required field for the order. If you are outside of the United States, you will need to indicate no to the question, "Does the subject have a Social Security number?" This will collapse the section and you will be able to enter a different form of identification. The Social Security number, by default, is required for United States citizens. Enter the Social Security number and re-enter for confirmation. Be sure to verify the Social Security number is correct. This is part of an instant Social Security number verification, which will run as soon as you move to the next tab. You will not be able to change the Social Security number once you leave the Subject Information tab. If you have collected other addresses from the candidate, you can provide them in the Address History section. Clicking Add Another will allow you to add multiple addresses for this section. After entering the address, you can click Done to lock the record. You can click Edit to modify the record, or click Remove to delete the record. Note the question, has the subject ever used another legal name? If the candidate has used another name or alias, select Yes to expand the fields and enter the information. If the candidate has not used additional names, select No to keep this section collapsed. The Admitted Charges field allows the recruiter to indicate any admitted criminal charges provided by the candidate. Enter the date, location, and details of the provided admitted charges. First Advantage will only search these locations if the account preferences are set up to include them. Otherwise, they will only be used to help speed up the processing time of the order. Depending on the search components ordered and the candidate data entered, the mother's maiden name, mother's full name, and the father's full name may be required fields. You can save your order without submitting by clicking the Save Order button. As an important call-out, you will be able to find these orders by searching for on hold or incomplete orders under the Search Order filter. Once you locate the record, click on the name and you will be directed back to the last tab you completed within the order. Once you have completed the data entry, click the Next button to continue to the next data entry tab. The Employment tab is conditional and only will appear when the present and/or the former employment search component is ordered. Use the Employment screen to enter the details about the subject's present and former employment experience. Fields with the red asterisks are required and must be completed. However, if additional information is entered, First Advantage will verify the information provided. If ordering a present employment search, you will need to indicate if this is the present employer. When entering the present employment information, you will be able to indicate if the candidate has given permission for First Advantage to contact their present employer. First Advantage will only contact if Yes has been selected. When ordering the former employment search, the answer will default to Yes. Use the Add and Delete buttons to submit or remove additional dates or locations associated with the entry. For example, if the candidate worked for the employer with a lapse in time or they have held different positions, enter the additional employment date range by clicking the plus sign. Use the date fields to enter additional employment date ranges and the location fields to enter multiple locations or additional positions held. Click Add Another to expand the screen, allowing you to add previous employment information. Click Next to continue. The Records tab will show you criminal searches and public record searches and allow you to select the name and address combination to order. If your packages include a Social Security number verification component, this search is automatically ordered. In Step 1, the entered and provided other names and addresses will display, along with additional names and addresses related to the Social Security number. These will be indicated with the source developed from SSNV. In Step 2, you can select the name and address combination to run the criminal searches. If the individual has multiple names and addresses listed here, you can select additional names and addresses, keeping in mind the scope of your package and what is included in the package price. If you exceed your package limit, you will incur additional charges based on a per component price. Click Next to continue. On the Document Upload tab, you are provided the opportunity to attach the signed authorization form to the order. Depending on your account setup, the authorization may be required. Select your document first by clicking the checkbox. Next, select Upload from the Document Action drop-down menu. Navigate to your saved documents to upload the authorization form to the order.